This is Salamancer, and you are watching Moldy Bread plastered to a demo man's face. At least I think that's what that is. Today's game, of course, is Div 3 of the Fortress Winter League 7. And this is a game between Woo versus Instability. Woo right now in the red, Instability in the blue. We're watching Cinderella Man take it out here to the middle fight. I have no idea who wins this. This was a replay pack sent to me as part of the Fortress replay pack from a good old Fortress admin, but it looks like so far everybody from our red team is kind of getting stacked up in the corner here. Tough to break out because, especially look at that, the scouts are just going to start playing all over mid. So I'm kind of surprised so far to see that Mako is looking pretty scared right now. I mean, you can't quite tell under the mask, but yeah, lots of low health going on there. Both teams actually got their Uber up, but for some reason, our blue team did decide to leave, and that is, of course, Instability. They are going to push back in with the Uber. This is a little too late, though. Probably a bad decision. They popped the Uber on a scout, and now are having to multi-Uber, so this is not going to be a good situation. They need to get their medic out of there as quickly as possible, and it looks like he is starting to retreat. There they go. Now with some extra spam and help coming in from these players, looks like Team Woo should be able to get through here and maybe make a push. No, they've lost Zombify, actually. He's just respawning, so everybody is up now for Instability and for Woo. There you go. They just had their scout spawn, and now they are pushing into the garage for Team Woo. I don't know if I can just say Woo because that sounds a little weird to me. I don't have a problem saying Team Instability, but anyway. Now, Mako stayed alive there when I'm not sure if he had any right to back on that mid-fight, and I'll be perfectly honest, the positioning advantage from my perspective looked like it was a little bit better for the blue team. They had the high ground. Even though they lost one player early on, they probably should have been able to hold that, and now they are not, so we're just going to have, it's literally dog time. Staying out here looking for sticky traps. He might actually try to jump. No, okay, he's just trying to take some attention away. Was that a rocket mode kill? I don't know. Let's see whether those actually exploded. No, okay, they're definitely rolling. They are normal rollers. Yeah, Compro using the regular grenade launcher here, the demo man for the blue team, and that sounded like a drop. Definitely a drop. So that's going to mean that Instability is going to get back pretty far here. Mako and the rest of his team are going to push in towards the second point. They do have a little bit of a problem out in the yard over on the right-hand side, and actually this demo is doing a lot of damage. So is Midas coming in to clean that up. Takes down Dog Time and Mako, and actually hits Cinderella Man there as well before finally Fake kills him. But it is too late for this push, as now, there you go, Fake gets wrapped around ambush, and this is suddenly going in the direction of Instability. They have both their scouts standing on that point already. They need to be watching the chokes here, and they did lose their medic. So there's a backup going on. That's not going to work out at all. The point will get captured here, and now they just got to be careful about the soldiers pushing in at them. If they can, oh no, I was going to say if they could sneak around, maybe they could get kind of a flank on these soldiers, but no, they were watching pretty well, and they had a medic come in after them, so it's not going to work, I guess. So, Instability, I mean, they managed to get through here and tentatively capture that middle point, which is a tough thing to do, but then they lost it. They, of course, did not have the Uber advantage at all. Their medic wasn't even in the fight yet, and then they lost a scout trying to flank. So, we're right back to the same situation as before. We have Render looking outside for Team Woo, and he's just trying to knock some stickies off. Get away from that. Trying to knock some stickies off the door there. Gotta be careful while you do it, because you just know those things are going to explode right when you least want them to. He spots the sticks over there on the left-hand side. Now is pushing the rest of his team forward, and I think they are going to have an easy time pushing into the garage here. Nope, they let their opponents get an Uber, so never mind. They will be fighting over the second point, and there you go, they popped the Uber a little bit early for Woo. They're going to have to force a multi if they can, and that's what Render is trying to do, but there you go, nice pills from Compro is going to take him down. Cinderella Man now, he had a sticky trap there, but he missed the detonation timing. Soldier walked right over them, and now Woo losing a couple players here. Dog Time is looking like he may want to get some kind of a flank. He's been spotted though, and this is not a good position, so nope, should have maybe either committed to that more heavily or just waited a little bit longer, one of the two. Because when he just kind of poked in for a second and didn't fire and kind of stood there, You know, I think he was hesitating, like, oh, should I go for this? Have they seen me yet? And, of course, that's all the time they needed to actually turn around and see him and get the kill. So, there you go, Instability capitalizing on that situation, and they will push forward. Capturing the middle point. Looks like they may want to try... Oh, what is that scout doing there? What? Zombify did not get the medic kill. But Somnambulist has got to be kind of careful right now. He does grab the health kit, so it will be okay. And that is the Uber that they need. They could push with it, but you got to be careful doing that because, of course, as the attacker, you're going to have the disadvantage. You got to pop that Uber when you walk through these doors, and they don't want to do that. Well, guys, don't make me look like an idiot here. It's not that hard, I know, but there you go. Midas actually takes down Cinderella Man anyway, and so as the Uber fades here, he's pretty much looking like he's still quite overhealed. Goes for the air shot, gets one. Going to take down Render as well. So Instability looking strong right now. Mako has had to get all the way back to the last, I'm pretty sure. We'll see if we can find him. Yep, he is back on the last point. Cinderella Man is just spawned. I think my fan is making noises and I don't like that. Anyway, Instability getting out here already. Midas is just on a roll right now. Cannot be stopped. Going for the kill on that Demo Man, but now they got to be careful. Oh, Midas is around behind them and they have no idea. There you go. So Mako is down. The medic there, Somnambulist, still up. And they've got players in the point now. So this is not looking good for Team Blue. It's going to be Beeble getting the capture. What just happened there? I don't even know. I think that was Render popping in the air with... I love when the fish does that. Popping in the air with a rocket. So that, I mean, that round, I thought Wu was really looking dominant for the first, whatever, how many minutes it was, like 5 minutes or so, I guess. It was just a couple mistakes they made that, what? Oh, he's got that lamp thing. I thought that was another fish, but it was like a goldfish or something. Whatever, it's a lamp. No, okay. Wu was looking dominant, and now they aren't. They lost that round just based on a couple mistakes there, and once they made the one, really, they never caught their breath after that. So now both teams have soldiers up on the high ground. Team Wu getting a little bit further forward here than they were last time around. They're still being a little bit tentative about where their medic is, and he does get taken down, actually, trying to walk out to that middle point. So now it is one team with a medic, but only a scout and soldier left, versus all 5 fragging classes available for Team Wu. So, Instability needs to have their players try and defend the second point. Losing your second means that you can no longer make any kind of play until your opponents get an Uber and walk into last. So pretty much Instability is just going to stay here and do their best to keep the strong defense on second. Hopefully. It's kind of the good play to make. But they got to be careful too, because Sty right now, standing around here, I think he is all alone in his time of need. And so he's, actually, looks like the entire team here is leaving the right flank open, but it could be because they've seen where the red team is. Yes, red is actually backing away considerably, and here comes the Uber. That is why they were backing away. They wanted to pop that Uber early, and I think they've done just that. So, Locke is going to be sneaking out here pretty soon. Oh! No! Okay, Scout saw that coming and tried to warn him, and he just was like, nah, whatever. He's not going to detonate those. Turns out, he detonated those. That actually could have been a really nice pill air shot there on Zombify, and instead Zombify takes down Compro because it was just slightly too low. Beeble now running back as well. Instability, it's their turn to have the tables turned on them, and they are running back as fast as they can. Maybe try to set up a defense on second, but they have lost their Uber advantage significantly. Mako now at 100% because I believe Somnambulist was forced. And so, we're just going to sneak in here, look for some sticky traps. When I say sneak, I really just kind of mean walk, but that's what he did. He walked. So what Wu wants to do now, they should be able to get the capture there without having to pop the Uber. 60% left for Somnambulist, and actually 2 of his players are looking really bad right now. Locke and Sty, both very, very low on health. Locke might even try to hit a cabinet or something, but it's going to be too late. Where is he? Okay, he did hit a cabinet. Meanwhile, the Uber is almost ready for Somnambulist. He may be able to get this up in time, but right now there's a lot of pressure on the point itself. Cinderella Man still at full health and laying down crazy amounts of damage. Mako is down, and there you go. The Uber is popped. It's literally dog time. Takes down Midas, though, so the golden touch doesn't count for much. And dog time is actually looking like he may still want to make a play for the last. The Instability team only has 3 players left available to them, and they're trying to push out, so it is a little bit too late. Dog time is going to get the capture. There he goes. Compro actually made the wrong choice with the sticky there, because if you saw, I mean, if that had detonated, it would have worked. But the detonation, the arming time on that sticky was just so slow that the point was going to get captured before the sticky actually went off. So probably should have gone for a pill there. And, you know, of course he might have missed it and then felt bad about it, but the sticky just was not going to work. That's too bad. That's too bad. But hey, who am I to second guess, right? I probably would have done the same thing. I probably would have walked out there with a pan and been like, no, hey, fight me like a man. Instability brushing out here, though, with Locke and trying to get to the mid-fight. They've got to be a little bit careful that right now they have given up the high ground to their opponents. So this mid-fight, very clearly, Wu is looking strong right now. And what are they doing? Okay, they lost their demo. I guess they're just playing it safe right now. So, I mean, that doesn't make a terrible amount of sense. I guess pretty good. But they probably could have tried to slow down this attack a little bit just by watching those, oh, what in the heck just happened? Anyway, Dogtime and Cinderella Man just got some decent kills there. Locke and Midas, the soldiers, both down. Didn't see what happened. My apologies. Anyway, I was going to say they probably could have watched those chokes a little bit better and, you know, had the soldiers spam them and just tried to hold off a little bit. But here comes the Uber now, and it's actually not really working too well. Mako is dropping back. He lost his soldier and didn't really get anything out of it. So Somnambulist and the rest of his team may want to push out. They've got... Oh! Yeah, like I said, they may want to push out here. They just got to watch out for sticky traps, but you can't say everything in time sometimes. And apparently you can't think of all that stuff in time either. But there they go. They haven't even had to pop the Uber yet. And this is actually really bad for Team Wu right now. They just lost a scout over on the flank. And actually, I think most of the blue team is actually walking towards the flank right now, trying to get this kill on the soldier. 27 health left on Dogtime. And there he goes. Midas takes him down. Locke looking for the medic. But the medic is way further forward than he is, getting towards the middle point already. And where is Wu? They are getting caught, trapped around here. Oh, what a flanking action right there. Everybody from Team Instability is still alive, and they just got practically a wipe out there. I think the two players who just spawned were actually just spawned. Zombify, no, actually he spawned a while ago. But, okay, I've tried that ambush spot before, where he did, and sometimes it works. I mean, if people aren't paying attention, you can ambush from right up there really easily as they walk through this little choke area in the garage when the rest of your team is backing up. And when I tried that ambush area, I may or may not have been playing medic and tried to go for Uber Saw and totally failed. But they didn't see me. But in this case, no, Team Instability definitely saw it coming, so props to them for doing that ambush spot and spotting the scout there. And that just means that Team Wu is really on the back foot right now. So Instability, Midas here, trying to build the Uber as fast as possible and turn himself into, if not gold, some sort of shiny blue color. Which pretty much means that Wu is kind of screwed right now. They are back on this last point. It is 1-1. We're just kind of waiting for the inevitable push. Actually, Mako is going to get the Uber before the blue team came in, and this is the problem with not being quite ready to push when you have the Uber. It's so far 1 kill each. Both teams have lost probably the roaming soldier. Cinderella Man getting a little bit of trouble here, but he does take down Beeble, and so I think that Instability is going to have to back off. They've kept their medic alive, and Wu has lost a player as well, so I don't think that the red team will push this out. They might make a couple of tentative stabs here and there, but are not going to find any sort of soft spot in Instability right now. So pretty much they're just going to be stabbing rock. Is kind of my point. And when you do that, you wear down your knife a little bit. So you gotta be careful. You know, they're gonna have to sit back and pull out the leather, the whetstone, sharpen it before the inevitable next push comes in once again from Insomnia? I was thinking Somnambulist. From Instability. And this time around, hopefully they are ready to push right away. No, they're not. They're still just kind of hanging out back here, and they don't have a pick class. Now, they are worried about the sniper, Zombify, so that makes sense that they would have stayed back a little bit. Zombify misses that shot. So this is actually kind of a problem. But they do kill Locke and Beeble. And so this attack is not going anywhere. Actually, this wasn't really a full-on attack. It was just those two players, roaming soldier and scout, trying to get in and cause some damage. And there you go, a nice little sticky trap takes down Dogtime. Render, though, still pushing forward. And he knows where the Demo Man is going, but can't quite get him. Here goes the Uber for both teams, actually, and this is not looking good for Team Blue right now. If just one player skips around behind their Uber, that is going to mean disaster. Renner just took a hit. You're going to have to try and stop this cap, but it is too late! That was the right call there by the blue team. Let's find a Demo Man here. That was definitely the right call for the blue team. They saw that the opponents were too far forward with an Uber to be defending the last point properly. So they just said, oh, well, you know what? We can just walk out there and cap it, and there's nothing they can do about it. They were absolutely right. So they are playing quite a good game right now from Instability here in Div 3. And I mean, it certainly is not Div 1. I'll give it that. But these guys are putting on a show right now. And Instability especially looking really good. They do lose Beeble here once again, and Combro is taking a couple of hits as well, but he's not down yet. He's going for some hits. Oh, hits an air shot on the soldier. Oh, man. Nonetheless, most of his team does go down. Midas, the only one left alive, and he's going to have to run away with his equalizer touch. Getting chased down by a soldier, too, and couldn't avoid that one. So Render killing the Ancient King himself, but he will be respawned very soon. And Team Woo, after winning a pretty darn good mid-fight, should be able to get this cap and thus the point. The demos, he is using the Pain Train. That was why he had that ×2 capture rate on him. Both medics do have an equal Uber charge, and you may be asking yourself, hey, why wasn't Mako healing somebody and building Uber that entire time? And the answer is because he was waiting for a forward spawn. That is, of course, how 5CV maps work. So you just cover a lot of distance faster, you get to the front faster, and that's kind of what he wanted to do. Get to the front. What am I thinking of? What game is that? Let's get to the front. Is that like a mammoth tank from Command & Conquer? I think it is, actually. Yeah, that's the game. So if you're playing Command & Conquer, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, I mean, I'm not gonna like recommend the game super hardcore because it's, as far as strategy games go, StarCraft actually has a much better interface, much better hotkey selection and all that. But it's not a terrible game. Okay, so enough of that. Salamancer's video game recommendations. There are sticky traps, of course, out here on both sides. I wonder... Okay, there is one extra sticky on the door. They've spotted it, and they take it out. So no more stickies over here does mean that there's kind of a free reign for the red sniper to walk in, maybe get some hits. But they're watching. Definitely watching. Sniper does shoot someone. Sounds like he may have gotten a full charge shot there on Combro, but it was not enough to kill him, of course. Fully charged shot without hitting the head is only going to deal 150 damage with that rifle. Of course, Demo Men, even without an overheal, have this 125, so hey, probably had an overheal at that point. But right now, Zombify has been taken down, so no more Sniper, unless they have killed a Scout, so we do see some aggression here from Team Woo. It's just not quite enough, and Locke is actually standing way up here. Got caught out a little bit though, so just taking a tiny bit of spam, and that is what's happening to both teams. Pumpkin. Oh, that reminds me of Archer. If you've watched Archer, I do want you to leave a comment, because I just want to know who's out there really watching that show. I don't even have TV, but I watch it. And once again, they have Zombify still on that sniper. There we go. Getting a little distracted today. It's alright, because right now it's kind of slow. As both these teams are waiting for that pick that lets them move forward, and Team Instability actually has to wait for a couple of picks. And there you go, no sticky traps here, so Zombify looking for a kill, can't quite hit that soldier who manages to successfully dodge out of the way. So Zombify is going to walk back around to the other door once again. Maybe ask somebody to open it. Yes, there you go. Somebody has opened it for him. It's a Scout doing it. Misses that Scout, so when you're waiting on a sniper pick and your sniper can't hit anything, that is not a fun situation. Sty does get taken down by a rocket. Now it looks like, oh, the team does get forward a little bit, so they are doing that. Oh, it sounds like Somnambulist has dropped an Uber. And so Zombify is looking for the kills here. Does finally manage to get a headshot, I think, on a soldier, and then on the second soldier here as well. But where's his team? Like, Zombify is out here by himself right now. They didn't lose their medic or anything. I guess, yeah, I guess what's happening here is Mako is just kind of waiting for the rest of his team. He's called to wait. Zombify did just go down, so this is, I mean, might not even be the right call, but they are pushing now. Just laying down some spam over this door so they can try and prevent the medic from walking out, but there's going to be a heavy on the point pretty soon, and he may be able to stop this single-handedly. Yes, he can, because the Uber is now over. It's going to take a lot of damage to kill that medic. They finally do. I'm sorry, heavy medic. They finally do, but there you go. He bought enough time for the rest of the blue team to get up here. Nice Uber saw. Oh, attempt by Mako. That's not an Uber saw. It's an amputator. That would have been really clutch if it was an Uber saw. It turns out it was not a clutch move at all, but there is a Scout back on that last point once again. Combro manages to take him down. Actually, Somnambulist managed to take him down. It was this guy right here using that crossbow. Sorry, I missed him, Som. But, you know, moments of glory, all that. Submit the clip. Anyway, Team who, once again, has another shot to push in. They do have an uber disadvantage, but Zombify is going to be on that sniper again. And he needs to get a proper pick this time around. You know, maybe force Som to drop an uber again, or take down the demo man, something like that that will let them push. But we'll see, because so far that is not what's happening at all. And it's just kind of, I mean, the blue team knows he's there. They know there's a sniper, so they're going to be hiding from him. Just trying to spam him whenever he walks through those doors. That's just what it is. Still can't hit that pesky little scout up there. And these soldiers are kind of watching each other. A little bit of damage. The medic is actually a nice position against the sniper. He's never going to find him up here unless he actually walks upstairs. And the soldier is watching this one tiny little narrow door that's upstairs. So nobody's going to actually force that medic anytime soon. Somnambulist. Dog time, the soldier may have... I don't even know how he died. I'm guessing he probably tried to jump in. He's playing kind of a roaming role. Probably tried to jump in, find the medic, get the kill, but not going to happen at all. So, Instability looking a little bit stable on defense right now. Nah, it's a pun. Yeah, no, Instability actually looking like I have a really good defense right now against this sniper play. But to be fair, the sniper play is not working. Even when he's got clear shots on people, sometimes he's missing them. And it's because they're moving around a lot, but hey. Right now he's like over 10. He did get a couple good headshots earlier when people weren't looking at him, but there you go. Gets a little bit too greedy, impatient maybe, and gets taken down once again. Midas still doesn't want to push forward though, because there is still an Uber in there, but now there are 2 players down for Woo. There you go, yeah. I was going to say I would be surprised if they didn't push on this, but now, of course, the players have respawned, and they've spawned very, very close to this point. So far, at this point, it might get captured, but oh no. Uber popped a little bit too late to save the soldier. Now both soldiers are down for team instability. The red team is going to be pushing pretty darn soon. And the Uber is over for both teams, and yeah, watch out for those stickies. Watch out for those stickies, and you can get off them. Okay. Yeah, so the team who I think they should have this team lay down some sticks on the point. There they go. Done exactly that and are stacking it hardcore. Nice pill kill on Beeble. There's a scout trying to stop it, but just barely gets pushed off the point there. And now it is all tied up with 7 minutes and 50 seconds left to go. So this has turned into a remarkably good game. A lot of it's going to depend on who wins the mid-fight, especially here on Granary. And I'm always going to say it like that. Stop telling me to say Granary. You're wrong. You're not wrong. But you're not the only one who's right. Let's put it that way. You can pronounce it both ways, and it's not wrong. Granary. Okay, it's a hard map to break the cycle of, you know, if you win the mid-fight, you pretty much win the game, just because the chokes are so bad. But nice kills by Locke so far. He's got 2 kills, 1 assist. Cinderella Man going huge though, takes down a couple players there. Locke and Sty both. Compro has a lot of health left though, and there you go. Midas gets the equalizer kill off screen. We couldn't see it. We could definitely hear it though. Scout coming in, trying to get the kill on Somnambulist. He's got 6 health left. He cannot do it. Beeble finishes that off. So now Midas is going to lead the way here with Somnambulist. He's just going to walk over that health kit for fun, I guess, because that is, of course, belongs solely to his medic.
The control point is being contested.
But Midas, with his scouter, now going to push in here and shouldn't have any problem keeping the red team out. They popped the Uber just to try and stop the sticky trap from getting them. Nice jump, actually, by the medic. Good dodging so far, but Mako does get taken down by a nice play. Sticky from Compro. Midas now down, and there is still a scout capping second, but now Beeble is going to be trying to get into cap last. No, it's going to be too late, though. Somnambulist gets taken down. Beeble could not do anything to stop that. He is actually still in. He knew the demo was lit. Oh, he takes down Fake as well. Going to go for the soldier. He gets him, and there's only 1 scout standing between him and his eventual victory. So a nice 3K there. Didn't quite get the kill, but Sty is coming back in now to maybe finish it off. There's, Scout and Medic, the only ones up. Wow, oh my god, Zombify getting crazy here right now. He is single-handedly defending that point until the Medic finally got him healed up. 185's got to feel good after that kind of defense. But yeah, it was Locke walking in there trying to finish off the cap, and it was like he didn't even know where Zombify was. And just kind of spinning the mouse around kind of wildly. And Zombify now going defensive sniper. So we'll see whether this works as well on defense as on offense, which is to say not very well. Just kidding. I love you, Zombify. Don't even know you, but I love you. And no, defensive sniper can be pretty useful as long as they don't know it's there. Once they know it's there, that can be a little bit of a problem because they're just going to rotate around to the side where you are not. Just avoid your sniper dots. Let the door open. Pretty much what's happening right now. So if I took a hit, he's not even calling for a medic right now. He does not get healed. But somebody needs to be feeling shame, I guess. Who that was, but there's some shame going on. Nice kill! Render takes down Beeble, who's going for the
final control point is being
kill on the medic. And there you go, Locke and Sty both in as well. Neither one of them getting that med. Now that both soldiers are jumping in, they've taken down Compro. They're going to go for this soldier as well. There is an Uber here to try and save the point, but really, probably should not have even popped it right there. They need to back out now, and they're going to start getting body blocked by the scout a little bit. They've stopped the cap on the point temporarily, but they will... maybe they can get enough reinforcements to stop this. They've got a lot of respawns right now. They may not stop the point itself. No, they actually... maybe, sort of, kind of... I don't know. They get a couple of kills, but there's still a couple of players who could cap the point. They aren't doing it yet, though. Cinderella Man backing out. Somnambulous. I mean, this is chaos. This is utter chaos. Final control point getting capped, and that is what happens in chaos. Instability takes it. Mako not liking that, but you know what? That is what happens when your team spends just a little bit too much time on a push like that. I thought Wu could possibly have had it if they had just committed a little tiny bit of extra time to that point, but not gonna work, man. So they, at that point, I don't know what the decision was. Maybe they didn't know either, but clearly retreat was not among them. 4 minutes left, and it is 3-2 right now, so it's crunch time for Team Instability. Sty going for the kill on the demo, does take him down, so that's immediately giving his team a damage advantage. They lose a scout now. So, and they lose a soldier, so a little bit of mobility is lost here at the mid-fight, and actually that's pretty important because they need the mobility. But there you go, Zombify and Fake both down. They lose their medic, but they've got a couple players left alive, maybe to get some kills here. Render going for the equalizer. He gets that stolen by Dog Time, and Mako has almost gotten Uber. So they haven't even capped the midpoint yet, but they will. And man, these soldiers are loud. They will cap the midpoint. They won the midfight. Something like that. So pretty much this is looking like it's a game over. Unless Instability can do something crazy right now. And it does need to be something crazy. Super, super aggressive play, because if they can't, that is going to be game. They can't even tie it up at this point. Render and the rest of the team pushing in. I think it's pretty much looking like it's over. There's no Uber right now for Somnambulist, and so playing conservative at this point, really, I mean, of course they could just lose another round, which would never feel good, but it's kind of, they just lose the medic anyway. They should have been a lot more aggressive, I think, even after having lost the mid-fight, Not one at a time, of course, but putting together a coordinated push. They should have just pushed without an Uber into their opponents. Popped the Uber, drawn back, maybe gone for a back cap, because at this point, I mean... Oh, wait a minute. I'm so confused. Okay. So Team Wu actually just got that. And actually, so the entire round, I was thinking that it was Red Team who was ahead, and it wasn't. My bad. 2 minutes left to go. So no, it was not Red Team that was ahead, it was Red Team that was behind, and that was really the perfect play from them, being really super aggressive. Instability actually played it right. They did drop back, and they tried to set up a defense on last when they lost the mid-fight, but of course they did not have the Uber advantage, and it was too late for that. So who knows. Anyway, Compro gets taken down by a pill, and immediately the blue team is backing off once again. Looks like they may just want to try and set up for a... I don't know if they do a golden cap for this, or if it's part of a league game. Maybe they allow ties. I've got no idea. But right now they are playing very, very cautiously. Pretty far back. They might even give up that point, not having a demo man. So once again, Team Wu pushing in really hard. They've got an Uber, and they're going to try and make this. How much time do they have left? They've got about a minute and a half. They could actually make it happen here. Enough time for one Uber push, really. And there you go. Render is taken down right away. The rest of the red team going to push in, and they are losing players left and right. They've taken down one soldier so far, and they now pop the Uber, but the Uber is counter-popped here for the blue team as well. So pretty much, Red's going to have to back away and try one more push. They do have a back cap going on right now, but that is going to get taken out very quickly. Zombify is down. There were some sticks on the point. They managed to clear that out. And now Cinderella Man, he's seeing the chances of winning this slip away. He needs to start laying some sticks down on this point, and can't quite get those kills. How much time is left now? That's the only question. 38 seconds. There's actually enough time for another Uber if they build really super fast, but no, not really. It's going to be a little bit too late for that. Dog time once again gets taken down. Maybe dive bombing in there for the medic. I noticed that's damaged right now. Some nice kills going on. Render jumps in, takes out Locke. Locke, of course, kills him as well. And, oh, there goes the medic, but it doesn't even matter. Second point has been captured. Mako and Fake, the only two left alive, and Fake eats a pipe to the face right there. Compro looking good. So, that's going to be the round. 7 seconds left, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to find out whether or not they actually have a golden cap here for a league game in Aussie rules. Calling GG, so I don't know about that. Nope, they sure don't. Well, ladies and gents, this has been another episode of SalTV. Tune in next time to see what happens.